Hey everyone, in this video we'll be covering a ritual with Odin for Viking Magick to bring spiritual life clarity. Very curiously different and just creatively powerful spirit here with Odin, similar to sort of Loki, Fenrir, Hati. Very curiously powerful spirit. We'll jump right into the ritual. Malafas here to mediate contact, meditating on the sigil in the center. Malafas. Stated once only, making contact immediately, feeling for it, kind of feeling the energy in the face, kind of like a big plus sign. Malafas, I ask that you bring me the Viking spirit Odin, and then kind of discharge energy where kind of a bigger plus sign across the body. That's the energy signature, kind of differently. Every ritual is different for the energy. Very, not thorough, but robust energy from Odin. Odin, I ask that you open my heart and mind to finally understand my life and soul path in a very clear way that is obvious and clear, such that I am fully aligned with my spiritual and soul path, with gradually developing life clarity. I thank you for your presence, Odin. Very different ritual. Spiritual life clarity is just a different aspect, where here we're attacking, targeting our spiritual evolution in such a very thorough and complete way, with all these impossibly powerful spirits, like every powerful spirit that I can almost think of that would be useful for spiritual evolution. Leviathan, Osiris, Fury. These are just impossibly powerful spirits for what we're asking for, and it's very deep to ask to open your heart and mind to finally understand your soul and life path, sort of the soul and life mission, in a very clear and obvious way, such that you are fully aligned with your spiritual and soul path, which is technically not abstract. It's just knowing your career and sort of what you're supposed to be doing on this planet. And a very sort of not abstract, but going from abstract to practical. It's a very different angle, the gradually developing like clarity, where you just understand your life and you're not really confused about anything because everything just makes sense. Very clear idea, and some people just confuse it like, what are you doing right now that's not exactly your spiritual path or soul path? And some people would just say, I'm doing stuff that's not aligned with it. And it's like, but what were you doing before that wasn't really, why were you doing that? And then you just kind of, not that you don't talk to people like that, you have to understand that people won't almost understand in some cases what you're talking about in terms of being aligned with your soul path and sort of what you're supposed to be doing, because everybody accepts being off track so much that it's like, it kind of doesn't make sense to be aligned with, who you truly are. And that you're gradually aligning with who you truly are and sort of developing, mental and life clarity along the way, and yet you are sort of disrupting this sort of like the very very interesting status quo with others, where they don't really understand what you're doing in terms of becoming the best of yourself, and they just kind of accept who they are and how things are. And it's an interesting idea you have, but it just doesn't almost resonate or make sense to them, and that's just their problem, and that's kind of what we will have to be dealing with in a very different way. You'll see how others will react to you, and it's everybody's situation is unique. Mine was kind of brutal with others, not fun in some cases, not always bad, but not fun at all in some cases, where it was just catastrophe and kind of cataclysm with others, but everything worked itself out, and I cannot say I blame Magick for anything negative. It's always that it always works itself out and it becomes better than what I thought. So that's kind of just that almost spiritual life clarity angle of my life, as I've used spirits like Odin to open up my spiritual path, sort of spiritually and the soul related stuff, to understand things better. But feeling appreciation for this ritual and sort of the powers of Odin as it relates to our spiritual path, and the ritual for now.